always looking to improve, always looking for a little bit better way of doing things. So thanks for taking the time to watch this. I appreciate that there's a lot of different distractions and options for entertainment and ways to spend your time. Thanks for spending time with me. This is a great way to not only learn the material, but learn it to the point of making it habit. And hey, in the comments section, let me know if there's any other topics or issues within dating, relationships that you'd like me to talk about. All right, we're going to talk about the theory. It's not rocket science. Let's practice, rehearse, get in some reps, master the information, make it our own, and move towards excellence. So this is the singles mingle, the flirting sequence. Think about the concept of earned value. Again, flirting is expressing interest. That's all. So we flirt with each other. We flirt with dogs. We flirt with cats. We flirt with animals at the zoo. We flirt with friends, family, coworkers. That's that level of flirting. And then there's the sexual tension flirting, the romantic flirting, where you're expressing interest in being with that person more intimately on a physical level. All right, so flirting is expressing interest. We do that with people who fascinate us, who have something to offer us. We can be attention-seeking, or people can seek us out. Imagine offering the level of value that people seek you out, and you earned it. Remember that frustrating, that challenging class in school? Or shoot, you ever watch golfing or go golfing? Why do we do things that challenge us? Why do we go to the challenging courses, the most challenging thing we can do? Or lifting weights. Why do we keep adding weights? Take it easy, just use the same weights. No, you add weights because we're not drawn to easy things in life. We don't value easy. If you want to grow your muscles, you add more weight, more complexity. Same thing with your brain. Same thing with dating. Same thing with any skill that you have. We like the challenge, and we feel better about ourselves when we have met the challenge. Do that with your dating skills. That class or that problem that stumped you, you had to fight to understand it. You weren't sure if you even passed the test, maybe. You tried your hardest and found gears within you that you did not realize that you had. You challenged yourself. You overcame it. You earned it, so it was valuable. You had to become better and more than what you were. You grew and met the challenge. That's great for your self-esteem. Too easy, not good for the self-esteem. Too hard, not good for the self-esteem. So that grade, let's get back to that class. Some teachers just give away the grade. Some really make you earn it. And I respect them. I'm not talking about the mean one or the cruel one or that sadistic teacher that we all remember. I'm talking about the one who encouraged you to grow and develop, somebody who was there for you, in your corner. They didn't just give it away. And again, are we really talking about the grades? Because I don't remember my grades from that far ago. Grades not important. But think about this. The teachers that just give away the grades and it's not earned, do you value it the same way? Because I don't. I remember thinking a monkey could have done that. What's the point in getting an A if that's the effort that it took? Want to look at it differently? I remember a friend. He was at college and his father bought him a BMW in college. Anyway, he trashed that thing. He did not respect it or value it. Why? It was given to him. It was easy. He didn't earn it. He knew he didn't earn it. It wasn't his. He didn't own it because he didn't earn it. Buying his own car, my other buddy loved the Yugo. The Yugo, if you look it up, it might be worth money now. The Yugo was not of high value to outsiders, but it was his. It was his hard-earned money, his source of freedom at college, and he took great care of his Yugo. When you give her your attention and all your time having just met her, she knows she didn't earn it, and it has less value because of that. You might not realize this, but you devalued yourself by giving away your attention. It was too easy. Easy come, easy go. Same for a nice dinner or a great massage. I was working with a woman who the new boyfriend took her out to all the wonderful places in town, great dinners, really luxurious everything in the first 2 to 3 weeks of dating. It was love bombing, right? If unearned, it lacks the same value in the eyes of the receiver. She knew she didn't deserve that after 2 weeks of dating. She did nothing to earn it, and he was just trying to show off, trying to buy her love. If you compliment her too early, before you really know her, she might just give you a snarky comeback. Deep within, if it was not earned, she knows she can't accept something like that yet. So the timing's important. I grew some food in my backyard. Fruits and berries. I got a tiny backyard, but man, I love growing the fruits and berries and got some vegetables. The squirrels love me. They leave me a few berries each year. And well, the other day I bit into a not yet ripe raspberry. It wasn't ripe. It was not ready to be eaten. It didn't taste good. Give it a little time and it's delicious. The anticipation, the patience, let it ripen. Let it blossom organically. That's very different than when rushed or forced, or you have a sense of desperation. Earned, unearned. Imagine telling somebody, I was top of my class in grad school, and I went to an Ivy League university. Ooh, I'm impressed with their intelligence. That might give you credibility in some circles. Now imagine that you didn't tell anyone, and they found out on your own that you were top of your class at a freaking Ivy League school. Whoa, that person's humble, and they have that level of work ethic and intelligence? This guy is secure enough that he didn't even need to brag? Yep, you just earned another level of respect by not overplaying your hand. You didn't overpromise and underdeliver. You earned those grades. You earned that respect. All right, so how do I practice all this? How do I practice the earning? Well, first, be patient. Don't fawn all over her. You just met her. I'm not saying to withhold. That's kind of gamey. But look at your motivation. Why are you love bombing her? And that's what you're doing, let's be honest. Why are you showering her with gifts, foods, compliments? You just met her. You're probably afraid of losing her, right? You're probably feeling some insecurity or inadequacy. It's okay to acknowledge that. If I don't court her, if I don't woo her, what if I lose her? What if I never get a chance with somebody as wonderful as her again? Think about how desperate and scarcity mindset that is. It comes off as unearned. Save your money. Practice self-discipline. Anyway, do you want to get her used to you and liking you or liking your money? You are of value, not just for your money or generosity. If you had no money, you still have value. You have what it takes to attract her attention. You can keep her attention. Then you can add the gifts or fine dining and travel and that kind of stuff, and you're sharing it. It's enjoyable, and because it's earned, it feels better to her. When you get something that's not earned, we tend to swipe it away. If someone tells you, oh my God, you're so brilliant, and they just met you, hey, I might not be brilliant, and you're going to just throw that out. I don't feel like I deserve that, so I'm going to devalue it and swipe it away. I love hearing these stories. Oh, he swept me off my feet. Okay, it's week 1 of the dating. You know that's not going to last, right? So just enjoy it, enjoy the ride, enjoy the adventure, the roller coaster. He is trying to convince her that she should date him. So I'm going to ask you, please don't flirt that way. Demonstrate your value. Don't try to convince her. Don't try to persuade her. Don't make it some sort of sales call. So demonstrate your value. Let it organically go from there. I have value. As you get to know me, you're going to see more of it. I will not perform for you, entertain you, or do your bidding. My value will be evident in our conversations, in how I look at the world, how I treat you, how I treat myself. I have nothing to prove. I know that if you don't understand the value that I offer, somebody else will. That's confidence. People like being around that mindset. Desperation doesn't feel good. If you've ever been around somebody who's really desperate, it's almost like that energy is contagious. Oh, and it might seem obvious, but don't talk about yourself having nothing to prove and that if you don't understand the value, somebody else will. You don't say that out loud, you show it, you demonstrate it. So set some time aside to think about what it is that you actually offer. In your head, or maybe even on paper, list what you offer in a relationship. What do you yourself see as valuable? Now make the link. Don't just wing this. Make the link. How are you demonstrating those things that you offer? How are you demonstrating those in stories, activities, and dates? Be honest with yourself. Are you trying to buy her affection, her attention, her love? Are you trying to prove your worth and convince her? Or are you just demonstrating it, letting her seeing it, and let nature take its course? Pay attention to the motivation behind behavior. Motivation is so important. So you need to practice the theory. Just like when you learned a musical instrument or played sports. In order to achieve mastery, you need to practice it correctly a bunch of times. Practice sitting with the feelings when you want to convince her. You're afraid to lose her if you don't take her out or buy her that thing. Sit with this insecurity. Call it insecurity because that's what it is. Sit with your insecurity for about 35 minutes or so. Don't run away from the feelings, don't minimize it, don't escalate it either. Running away from that is what contributes to compulsive behavior and anxiety. Feel your feelings. If she leaves, then what? Feel that feeling too. What happens next in this story that you've concocted in your head? Does the world end? Will it really be that awful? Yeah, it'll hurt. But you've done a lot of things that are difficult. You've done things that are hard. You can tolerate the discomfort. We have to learn to feel discouraged and to tolerate distress. What happens when we feel tempted? How do we stay strong? We stay strong by feeling the feelings, not reacting to feelings. She can feel your depth when she's with a man who is not impulsively led by feelings. Yeah, he feels them, but he doesn't react, he responds. His self-discipline is attractive. His ability to resist temptation is attractive. He feels his feelings, he can emotionally connect, and his feelings don't make him do stupid things like those other guys. So practice that in your head, right? Set aside a practice, set it up, see yourself practicing it correctly. I call this process visualization as opposed to goal visualization. At the end, you always see yourself succeeding. That's goal visualization. The process is, how do I actually do it? So picture it in your mind. Make sure you're always feeling the feelings. So you picture it, you feel the feelings. When I don't have enough time to do a lot of reps in terms of process, I do the goal visualization. I focus on seeing myself successfully implement the skill and it going my way. Here's what I visualize. Visualize yourself dressed the way that you feel confident. Your confidence is not dependent on outside forces. You determine how confident you feel, always. Nothing from the outside has to affect you unless you want it to affect you. You smell good. You look good. The conversation's going well. See yourself doing this skill at a level of excellence, if not perfection. You want to seal the deal with a gift, special trip, dinner, and you resist the temptation. You are enough. You don't need to buy her love. You want her to love you for you, not for your money, not for things you can buy her. You are enough. If she cannot see that, then she is clearly not your person. That's undeniable. Feel the feelings all the way through your body. Feel the feelings. Breathe into that discomfort. Practice doing things that are not comfortable and watch your confidence and courage expand. It gets the results you want. That's what you're picturing. So that's a visualization, what we just did there. Picture it. Feel the feelings of it going well. Your brain has no idea whether it happened in what we call reality or if it simply occurred inside your brain. Your brain records as real whatever you visualize. So when it comes time to do it in real life, you already have one repetition under your belt. Your confidence gets a tiny boost. If you're interested in maximizing this, review that video in your head of you being successful, doing the skill to perfection, repeatedly again in your head, making certain that you feel the feelings every single time. That's what seals the deal for your brain. As you look at this video in your head, it's in color, high definition, surround sound, and you have such incredible confidence as you go through it. Your posture, your voice, your humor, perfect. You're in flow. Your visualization is making your confidence even higher, making it more likely that you'll follow through with it. You're leaning into the fun, the playfulness, into the confidence, and removing any silly fear that might have previously been in the way. All right, so obviously 10 reps is better than 5, 100 is better than 10. If you do 100 reps in your mind's eye, always paying attention to emotions and feeling them, then when it comes time to do it in reality, you're unflappable. You are in control of your emotions, your confidence. Confidence is not contingent on their approval, their acceptance. Confidence is not dependent on outside influences. No matter what happens around you, confidence is your state. And confidence does not rely on an outcome. You've rehearsed it, mastered it. You're moving towards excellence. It's worth the practice, and the practice feels good. Imagine if we were all better at dating. What impact could that have? If we tried to not hurt one another, if we played by similar rules so everybody understood what was happening, and we eliminated some of the guesswork and the mind reading. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps me spread this message of good, respectful dating and changes the culture of dating. And if you want more resources, check out my website at boyscounseling.com. Lots of free stuff regarding relationships.